Welcome into Studio A, Gridiron fans. I'm sitting here alongside Karli Bell, my fellow MVL reporter, to talk some MVL football with you. We still have 3 undefeated teams left in the MVL, Karli.
That's right, Josh. The Tri-Valley Scotties, they put up a dominating performance and are still dominating their competition with their 38-7 victory over the New Lexington Panthers. But Josh, those Panthers, they did manage to hold the Scotties to just 38 points.
That's right. That's the first time all season a conference team has held them to under 40 points. The Panthers defense stiffened up in the second half, not allowing Tri-Valley to see the end zone in the entire second half.
Tri-Valley was not the only team to win by a large margin this week either. Maysville remained undefeated as they dominated over Riverview 42-7. This Friday, it will be a battle of the unbeatens for Maysville.
That's right, Karli. The Sheridan Generals will hit the road to take on the Maysville Panthers. Sheridan has 4 shutouts, only giving up 13 points to West Muskingum in a 52-point blowout.
But Josh, Maysville's defense is just as dominant. The Panthers have not allowed more than 2 touchdowns this season. This matchup between Maysville and Sheridan will be a struggle for each offense. Whichever team can get their offensive game started first will probably end up on top.
And speaking of trying to end up on top, the John Glenn Little Muskies improved to 3-2 this week after a close game against the Philo Electrics. Their 16-9 victory gives them a leg up in the middle of the MVL against those other teams that are trying to compete for that top spot.
That's right, Josh. New Lexington seems to be their toughest competition for that number 4 spot in those MVL standings. Now, Philo, they have taken steps back, but when I spoke to head coach Dirk Lincecum earlier this season, he's completely okay with it. He said, "We're young this year. Don't worry. We'll get you next season."
Wow, that's a bold statement from coach there, but if they're not careful, they could slip into that bottom tier of the MVL with Morgan, Westham, and Crooksville. Both Morgan and Westham are still looking for their first win this season, but the Tornadoes did give Crooksville a run for their money, only losing 28-21, and look to improve with each coming week.
So it sounds like there's still a lot to be decided in the MVL. Now make sure you tune in to Gridiron Glory on Friday nights at 11:30 on WOUB. You can stay up to date online at woub.org/sports/gridiron for conference updates and game previews. Until then, you can check us out on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at Gridiron Glory, and follow us on Instagram at WOUB Sports. Now that's all we have here in Studio A. I'm Karli Bell sitting here with Josh Rogers, and we're reminding you there's nothing better than Friday nights and Gridiron Glory.